In this lesson, we're going to talk about a few ways that a king can get out of check. So if we take a look at this position and white's turn, white moves their rook here to a1, you can see that this is check. The rook is attacking this black king here on a8, and this king cannot go anywhere on this a file because of this rook attacking it, and it can't go anywhere on this b file because of this rook controlling it. So why is this not checkmate? Why is this just check? So the reason this isn't checkmate is because black still has this bishop over here all the way on h8 attacking this long diagonal. So even though this white rook moved over here to check the king's not in checkmate because black still has the option of moving this bishop to capture that checking rook. So at this point, the black bishop just took the checking rook, and now it's white's turn. And can you find a good move that you can make that would help white win this game? Pause now if you want to check it out. So the answer would be is if you move your rook to here, you're giving a check to the king. So the black king has to address this. So that means they have to get out of check. So they can either go here or go here. After they move to one of those squares, it's white's turn again, and now white can go and capture that bishop. And now, as you can see, white has a king and a rook versus just the king. So white should win this game. If you want, try to play this setup, get to this point and see if you can figure out how to checkmate the black king using just your rook and your king. For a little bit different example, but very similar, if white makes this move, we start over at the same setup. If white makes the move and says check, checking the black king with that rook on a1, now black doesn't have that bishop that can capture, but this still isn't checkmate because black still has one more move that it can make. It can use their rook to block the line of check. So now, after black moves this, you see that it's blocking the line directly to the king, so this isn't check anymore because this rook is now attacking this rook, but it's not attacking the king directly. On the next move, white could then take that rook and say check. Black could capture that rook. And as you can see, now we're back to this king and rook versus king endgame. So for this lesson, if you can understand that when a king is in check, that it has the options to capture the checking piece, like in our example with the bishop that took the rook. Also understand that another option a king has to get out of check is to use one of their pieces to block the line of check, like we did with the rook. If you can understand those two things, you're doing great for this lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next video.